Have you ever been scrolling through social media, looking at all the inspirational and healing quotes, but in the end, you felt like you had a pit in your stomach? So many of us feel worse after looking at these positive messages, not better. And there's a reason why. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, I'm Paula from Defend Survivors, where we advocate for survivors of abuse and trauma to be believed, protected, defended, and respected. One of the ways we do this is by shutting down harmful messages that are disguised as inspirational quotes. We're going to be talking about one of those harmful messages today, so be sure to watch till the end of this video for tips on how to know if messages are truly supporting survivors. One harmful message that survivors hear all the time is that they just need to find the courage. Courage to leave abuse, courage to stand up to the abuser, courage to report the abuse, courage to tell someone they're being abused, and so much more. And of course, this message may sound helpful. I mean, you would think that helping survivors build their courage would be a good thing, right? Well, this message is actually extremely harmful to the survivor. It looks like a motivational message, so we don't realize that it's actually condescending, patronizing, and completely lacking in awareness of what the survivor is facing or has faced. And not only is this message harmful, but it's incredibly insulting. Telling survivors they need to find courage is insulting because they already have courage. The truth is that survivors already have more courage and strength and intelligence than they ever should have had to have, and more than most ever will. And telling survivors that they need to find courage is purposely just disregarding the fact that they have always had courage. It doesn't matter if a survivor is still in an abusive situation or is out of it. Anyone that has been subjected to abuse and trauma has a tremendous amount of courage and intelligence. They know the danger that they are in better than anyone. They know the perpetrator better than anyone, and they know what the perpetrator is capable of better than anyone. They know what will likely happen when they do what everyone is telling them to have the courage to do. They know that leaving or telling does not equal safety. Domestic violence survivors know that leaving abuse frequently leads to more threats, violence, and danger. Survivors don't want to just leave or tell. What they want is to be safe. What they want is for their children, their family, and their pets to be safe. Many survivors don't even understand that they're being abused, and so many survivors are called lovesick or codependent. Whether they realize it or not, survivors are under extreme stress and have tremendous courage. So it's so insulting to tell survivors who have so courageously endured all of that they need to find the courage. The problem that keeps survivors from leaving abuse or reporting abuse, it's not the survivor's courage. The problem is that survivors lack truly good options. It's not a lack of courage, it's a lack of options. So what do survivors have to do? They have to calculate their risk, and they know how to do that better than anyone. Some do it daily and hourly. So after survivors have been subjected to all of that abuse and trauma and pain, they then see insulting messages telling them that they just need to find courage. It's horrific that people can't see how harmful this message is for survivors. Seeing these messages or even hearing these messages, especially from loved ones, can make the survivor feel that they are the problem, that they did something wrong, that they are the reason that they were hurt because they didn't have enough courage. It is infuriating to me when I see messages and posts saying that a survivor just needs to find the courage. I just want to scream at my phone. They already have more courage than you could ever imagine. So many survivors already blame themselves. So the last thing that they need is to see a post on social media telling them that they in any way are responsible for what happened to them, which is not true. Then why do people tell survivors this harmful message? Because we've set the standard that prevention is the solution to abuse and trauma. The problem with prevention messages is that it puts the responsibility to not be hurt on the victim, which can quickly become victim blaming. Prevention campaigns claim that through education, people can be empowered to have the courage to stop or prevent abuse. But this leaves out one very important factor: the abuser. The abuser is the one that harmed, and yet all the responsibility to not get hurt is on the victim. What this ignores is that strong, courageous, intelligent people get hurt all the time. Why? Because perpetrators are willing to do the inconceivable to harm. It's not about a survivor's courage, it's about a perpetrator's crime. It's easier for onlookers to focus on what survivors did or didn't do, like having courage or not having courage, rather than looking at the systemic problems in our society that hides, ignores, and enables abuse and protects perpetrators. We need to focus on holding perpetrators accountable, which would actually be prevention and keep perpetrators from harming again. If we truly want to help survivors of abuse and trauma, we don't need to insult them with harmful messages. We need to give them good options and make sure that they know that they will be believed, protected, defended, and respected. We need to acknowledge and honor their courage rather than telling them to find the courage that they've really had all along. So the next time you're scrolling through social media and you get that sick feeling in your stomach, stop and think, is this healing message really helpful, or is it underhanded victim blaming? Let us know in the comments below what other hurtful messages that you've seen that you'd like for us to make a video about. If this has been helpful, please like this video, subscribe, and hit the bell so that you can be notified when we have new videos available. All of this helps us so much to continue making content that empowers survivors to know the truth, that you're amazing and we are with you.